Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm sharing a story that's probably one of the most painful things a person can go through. It's a story about betrayal, heartbreak, and a life that was shattered in an instant. Imagine planning your entire future with someone, only to find out it was all built on a foundation of lies. This is one of those stories. I was with my girlfriend, Sarah, and we were trying for a baby. It had been a struggle, you know? Month after month, disappointment after disappointment. Then, out of nowhere, she got pregnant. I was over the moon, but a tiny part of me thought it was strange. Almost too easy after everything we'd been through. I pushed that thought aside, though. I was going to be a dad. That's all that mattered. Life was perfect. We were picking out names, decorating a nursery, and I was secretly planning the most perfect proposal. I even had the ring. I was going to ask her to marry me on the day our baby was born. I wanted to make her the happiest woman in the world. But that perfect life I was living was about to come crashing down around me. One day, I was at work when a guy I'd never seen before walked up to me. He looked nervous. "Are you Sarah's boyfriend?" he asked. I said yeah, and asked him what he wanted, feeling a bit on edge. Then he dropped the bomb. "I'm sorry," he said. "I slept with her." He swore he didn't know she was in a relationship, but honestly, I didn't believe that for a second. My world just stopped. It felt like the air was sucked out of the room. But he wasn't done. He pulled out his phone and showed me everything. Text messages between him and Sarah. They hadn't just slept together once. They'd been linking up, as he put it, for at least a year. My stomach dropped as I scrolled through a year's worth of my life that was a complete lie. The texts revealed their plan. When Sarah found out she was pregnant, they agreed she would just pretend the baby was mine. She got to keep her perfect life, and he got to avoid the responsibility of being a father. His name was Brian. He told me he'd recently found religion and couldn't live with the guilt anymore. He couldn't stand by and watch me live a lie, raising a child that wasn't mine while his own kid would never know their real father. I just stood there, completely numb. I told him I'd keep in touch and asked him not to say anything to Sarah just yet. I needed time to think, time to process the fact that my entire reality had just been obliterated. The next few months were the hardest of my life. I had to pretend. I had to go to doctor's appointments, feel the baby kick, and talk about our future, all while knowing this devastating secret. Every smile was fake. Every "I love you" felt like acid in my mouth. I was watching a play of my own life from the outside. People ask why I waited, why I didn't confront her right away. I guess I wanted her to feel a fraction of the pain she'd caused me. I decided to wait until she was at her most vulnerable moment, the day she gave birth. The day came. She went into labor, and I was by her side, playing the part of the devoted partner. The baby was born and then immediately taken to the NICU for monitoring. That moment. It should have been the most beautiful, incredible moment of my life, holding my child for the first time. But as I looked at that tiny baby, all I felt was a profound, crushing heartbreak. Because I knew he wasn't mine. The connection I was supposed to feel just wasn't there. It was just pain. After she was stitched up and settled in her room, I started quietly packing my things. She looked at me, confused. "Where are you going?" she asked. That's when I finally let it all out. I looked at her and said, I know I'm not the baby's father." Her face went pale. "You can act shocked all you want," I continued, my voice cold, "but I know everything. Just call Brian. I'm sure he'll be happy to come sign the birth certificate." And then I just walked out. I didn't look back. As I left the hospital, my phone started blowing up. Calls from her, texts, even her sister calling me, probably to yell at me. I just ignored them all. The weight of pretending for all those months was gone, but it was replaced by an emptiness that I can't even describe. All I could think about was the ring in my pocket, the proposal I'd planned, the life I thought we were going to have. It was all gone. That night, I just wanted to numb everything. The next morning, my head was pounding, but I was safe at home. The response I got after sharing my story online was overwhelming. Some people called me a psychopath for waiting. Maybe I am. But you know what? You'll all forget about this in a day or two. I have to live with this for the rest of my life. I gave her everything. I treated her like a queen. And this is how she repaid me. Just to clear a few things up for everyone wondering, Brian and I have been in contact. He is going to be in the baby's life. And yes, I'll get a DNA test to be 100% sure, but honestly, there isn't a single doubt in my mind. The betrayal runs too deep. This whole experience has left me heartbroken and jaded, and I don't know where I go from here. But I know I deserve better than a life built on lies. Thank you all for listening to my story. It's been incredibly difficult to talk about, but sharing it helps a little. If you've been through something similar, know that you're not alone. Don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you, and subscribe for more stories. Take care of yourselves.